Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I had Gabby in. She had a brand new full set 3 weeks ago. She's come in today for infills and we are going to do a Halloween design. So I have prepped and pushed back her cuticles, done all of that, used my fine bit to take down that blend area, and then I've used a hand file to blend it in even more. So just dehydrating as I go, using crystal glass from CjelP to infill that. I'm going to do that on all of the nails. So I am not the world's greatest gel polish tech. When I qualified, I did an advanced nail technician course, which meant that I was trained to do acrylic and hard gel extensions, overlays, gel polish, etc. But since the beginning, I have been attracted to acrylic design right from the word go. So I do a lot more acrylic design than I do gel polish. I do have some, because you'll always get someone who just wants their one colour gel polish, or you know, they just want to have a quick fix over an acrylic set before they go on and have a new set or whatever. There's lots of reasons to have it. But it's the thing that I've struggled with the most as a tech since I trained and since I started. It's just not something I'm very good at, but I keep trying because you know, there are times when you do need to be able to do it. So this is one of those. Gabby likes her nails quite long. She likes them very ballerina. So we're just infilling this. So dehydrator first, wait for it to dehydrate, pop that clear bead on. So today I'm actually using CjelP, which is CJP's gel polish brand in Black Hole. I do tend to find that with black, white, I tend to double cure, especially with black, because it can be a little bit trickier. So the key is to work really, really thin. And what we're going to do is we're going to do black matte nails. So I'm not using CJP's tack-free top gloss. I'm using their CjelP, and then I am using, I think it's Elite 99 matte top coat. So I will get the nails infilled. I will do my filing routine as always. Let me just check in to make sure I've got everything where I need it to be. So yeah, just come in and do the filing. So black top coat, I think we did 3 coats in total, and then matte top coat into the lamp, 60 seconds, and I am then using Bio Seaweed Gel red gel polish. And the reason I'm using gel polish is because she wanted blood dripping. So I have CjelP paints, I have acrylic paint, I have nail art varnish. I chose to use gel polish because I wanted that runny, drippy look. If I was doing paint drips, I would probably just paint them on, because I would want them to be a little bit more uniform. But in this case, we wanted them to look splattered and different, so that's what we did. And because it runs, it meant I can use the main brush of the gel polish to get that big blob of gel polish on there. Now I can let it run down, and I can use a detailer brush then to put it where I need it to go. So yeah, thought I would video this one because it's something I'm not that good at. Do you see the logic? You know, we all have areas that we don't excel in. This is mine. So, you know, keeping it real, let's put it on. So you can just see that, you know, it might look easy for lots of things, but actually, and there's no one in this world that knows better than I do that gel polish is not my thing. You know, I'll keep practicing it, I'll keep going, it's fine. I just don't do as much of it. So yeah, it's not something I've picked up. So just refining that shape in there. And what I'm trying not to do is to over buff the nails too much, because I'm putting gel polish directly on acrylic. I'm not using base coat here, so we don't want it to be too smooth. If it's too smooth, the gel polish will peel off. So just remember that. So yeah, just refine the shape. So I left all this bit in just because the majority of it is the nail art bit. I haven't really done any Halloween nails, to be fair. This is the closest. But I'm back to work on the 29th, so you never know. So yeah, just coming in, refining that shape. My gel polish of choice that I do tend to use a lot of, I actually use Halo. It's very easily available in my local wholesalers, so when I go in to pick up my waxing bits, I very often pick up a bottle or two. But like I said, I don't do a lot of it, so I don't have a mass collection of gel polish. There's just no point. I tend to do mainly acrylic designs, so I just buy the essentials, you know, the blacks, the whites, the red, some glitters. You know, they do come in handy. So I thought I'd get this video on and uploaded. Need to say thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sam, if you don't know. Obviously you must, because you're on the channel. Bit of a stupid thing to say. I'm not an amazing nail tech. I'm not, you know, top of my game or anything like that. Still very new, still very much learning. And in actual fact, you know, this week is literally the week where I decided to do nails 2 years ago. So doing all right, getting there. So I qualified in December 2017. So this December it'll be 2 years. 2 years of hard work, and it's still going on. But you know. So yeah, not overly buffing too much. I'm literally, it's that cuticle area. So wipe all the nails over when I've done. I'm using isopropyl alcohol just to get rid of the dust, because we don't want any of that. So this is where having 2 lamps comes in handy. I have a very small area, so I've got one on my desk and one on a unit that's next to it. And I'd almost forgotten to tape this bit. So I'm coming in with my first coat of black gel polish. So I'm trying to keep it thin. And I tend to cap on this second coat only, because I don't want to add any bulk to these nails. It is worthwhile using, if you wear gloves especially, just running your finger down the sides to take any bulk off. But you know, on this first coat especially, just trying to get it neat more than anything, you know. So I haven't got a lot on my brush. I think my main problem with gel polish is I faff with it too much. And I think sometimes you just need to get it on, don't you? You know, I haven't mastered the three brush stroke method. Can't see that happening anytime soon. So yeah, if I can get it on and I can get the edges nice, that'll do. Little tip I was given, you know, come in with a nail file, cure it, and come in with a nail file to get anything that might be on the edge. You can see on the little finger there's a little tiny bit there. So I think I'll do that on the second coat. You will notice that I'm switching between hands on the artwork. I don't show all of the fingers, I did them all differently, just some of them. But I just wanted to show something a little bit different, you know. You won't see a lot of gel polish, I don't do a lot of it. What I do like about Black Hole is it is black. It is very black. So it does cover very, very well. And it's always handy to have a black gel polish, especially if you're doing chrome or, you know, pigment colours. So there you go, just come in with your nail file and just take that bit out. And then second coat. Now I think on some of these we did a third coat and some we didn't. It depends on how well it's covered. And then I tend to turn it to the side and cap the edges on that coat. There you go. And it just stops it being bulky then. And then I cap on the top coat normally, so in this case it was with the matte. And the reason she wanted matte, so I thought I'd do the black nail matte. The reason I used Bio Seaweed Gel is because it's a 3-in-1 nail gel polish. So it's got base coat, colour and top coat included. So of course we wanted that matte black nail and the glossy of the red. And it's the most perfect blood red colour. So hence why I used that one, because it meant I didn't then have to faff around top coating the red parts of it. So obviously this isn't a design that I've thought up myself, you know, it's everywhere. It's Halloween, it comes out every year. But that's what she wanted. She was over the moon. I have left a video at the end and a photo, but you can see, you know, my gel polish. I'm not as good with gel polish as I am with acrylic colour. And to be fair, it shouldn't be any different, really. The technique's the same, especially if you're using colours that are painted on. But anyway, there we go. So the things that I used to do, here we go. So come in and get the big blob on, and then hold the finger down because you want it to run. That's what you're banking on. And then I'm using a detailer brush. In this case, it is the Tiny Touches brush from CJP. And then I'm just using that. I've got some of the red gel polish on some tinfoil. And then I'm just dragging it and making it look more. We want it raised, we don't want it flat. If I'd have wanted a flat look, if I was doing, you know, paint drips, I would probably have used paint, so gel paints or acrylic paint, because you want that flat, but we want this raised because we want it to look like it's sitting on top of the nail. So I wanted that raised look. Okay, so if we go back, I actually flash cured some of that for 10 seconds and then came back in and then made a god almighty mess on the cuticle. So I've got a cheap brush and some acetone and I'm trying to clear it up, but of course red is just like the black gel polish, it's a bugger to get off once you get it on there. So did my best and then went back in and redid it. Flash curing, especially gel polish, will just stop it moving too much because it does tend to pull. In this instance we want that, because we want that blood effect. So just topping up any areas that I feel look a little bit flat. So we just wanted the drips down the nail as well. So every time we do a bit, I get her to flash cure it for 10 seconds and then we full cure for 60. So you will notice me go from finger to finger, and I've done all of them slightly differently. So use the way that gel polish moves to your advantage. You don't want these to be uniform or too neat. It's blood, it's meant to be messy. That's the point. But loved how much this red stood out against the matte black. Absolutely loved it. And because it's a 3-in-1 system, I didn't have to faff around top coating all that red, because that would have been a mare. Yeah, just randomly, really. There's no pattern to doing this at all. I'm just using that little Tiny Touches brush just to get it where I want it to go. I would use a similar method at Christmas to do snow, just neater, and I would probably use a dotting tool. If I did the paint drop ones, I would probably use a dotting tool and do the dots first and then join it up around the cuticle. So I just found it easier with a brush on this one. So yeah, on this one, nice big blob look. That's what we want. Big blobs. I'm one of those people, I get a bit funny about numbers. So like, if someone has something, so in this case, there's 3 blobs. I can't just do 2, doesn't look right. Can't do 4. It's very rarely even numbers. They tend to be odd numbers. That's just me. Just the way I am. So for me, for balance, it's got to be odd numbers. So yeah, just doing every single nail different. You know, she wanted these done for a Halloween party, so. And I haven't done any Halloween nails as such. Have you guys done Halloween nails? I've done nothing interesting. I was planning to do a 3D it nail because everyone's done painted ones. Hasn't happened. I've just not had time to do it. So there you go. Okay, so on, I think it's on this one, I flood that side wall with gel polish. So I literally used my thumb to tidy that up. This finger is probably my favourite one. It was the one I loved the most, and it was the most chaotic. bizarrely. But yeah, you'll see in a minute. I'm pretty sure I flubbed that sidewall. And like I said, just flash cure it, you know, get so much on, flash cure it, depends on how quickly you work. It might not have been that one, might be this one. But anyway, just getting that colour on. So we're coming to the end of the video. I just thought I'd leave it in because it's something a little bit different. And I just wanted to show you that, you know, I'm not going to sit there and just video the good sets and put those on. I wanted you to see something of everything that I do. And this is the reality of a nail tech's life, you know. Sometimes you have to do things you don't enjoy or you aren't particularly good at. And there you go, I managed to get it on my finger, look. You know, you learn from it. So I shall learn from this set. But she was happy, she loved them, and that is the main thing. So I'm going to disappear. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, guys. I really do appreciate it. I shall have no videos to upload now for a little while, but I'll see you when I get back.